guys, this is Chubi
and Gizmo,
my wonderful girlfriend, and this is episode 1 of
Let's Get Forward.
So we decided to start this channel just to talk and for people to listen about anything. Hopefully people listen. Our episode is going to be about meeting the parents.
That's right. She just recently met my parents and we went out to lunch yesterday for my mom's birthday. It was a lot of fun. Not as awkward as I was anticipating it to be.
Not as awkward as I was anticipating it to be.
But it was a lot of fun. It was a big step for my mom and a big step for us. We now officially know each other's parents.
This is true. I was very nervous at first, just because I know this is a first for her parents. We are lesbians, of course, obviously. Oh, I know.
So it was very interesting. I was very nervous too because it's the first for me. I've never really introduced anybody that I've been with to my parents before, because I know how they feel about it and I know how I feel about it, and so this was new for all of us. It was a great experience though. I had a good time. And like I said, it wasn't as awkward as I had thought it was going to be. And it was for my mom's birthday, so I thought it was really nice that we could all get together and go out with her.
Me too. And I just wanted to say I was very surprised when I showed up at the restaurant and Gizmo gave her mother a hug. And as soon as she was done, her mom turns to me and opens her arms to give me a giant hug. I was very shocked.
So was I.
I wasn't expecting that. I was already planning in my head that as soon as they were done hugging, I'm going to push myself forward and approach her with a hug, even though I had a feeling it might be a little awkward. So I was pleasantly surprised to have her mom turn around and open her arms to me first. I thought it was really cool and was not expecting that at all.
I was very surprised too. It's not that my mom is a cruel woman and doesn't hug people, because of course she does, but I was very surprised to see her initiate the hug to my girlfriend, knowing how she feels about me being gay and everything. But I really think that she likes Chubi and she sees that she makes me happy and we have a lot of fun together. So it was really great to see my mom take that initial step to give her a hug, which was very surprising to all of us probably. My mom was probably like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? But it was a lot of fun.
Yes, and then we had amazing Mexican food.
Oh my gosh, such good food.
Casa Guadalajara in Old Town, San Diego. If you haven't been there, you definitely should. They are great.
It's so good, and if you like spicy stuff, they have this really bomb spicy cucumber margarita that was really good. It has actual pieces of serrano peppers in it. Oh my gosh, so good.
It was very good, really refreshing. So yeah, we finished the meeting of the parents, ate dinner, talked about a lot of things. It was not uncomfortable at all the entire time. It was really comfortable, and I was really happy about meeting her parents for the first time.
All of the conversation was very genuine, like it didn't seem very forced or anything. So it was a lot of fun. And since we did that, and I've already met her parents a couple times, she thought that it would be a good idea if maybe we talked about meeting parents in general. And I've had some situations that weren't as comfortable and easygoing when it comes to people I've been with.
Me too. Did you want to share one of your
you can go first.
Experiences? Okay. So one of them that sticks out the most to me would be one of the last people I dated, when I met her mother. So as you guys will probably soon find out, I am a very genuine and very friendly person to everybody I meet. I'm full of love for everybody. Well, my ex's mother had never met me, and at that time, my ex was very, very mama's girl, I guess. She would do everything with her mom, and so I come in, and she decides to spend a lot of time with me, which her mom did not like at all. So her mom, before even meeting me, would say how much I was taking her away from her, and I was just this evil person. And I was like, well, that's okay. I guess I understand. Like her daughter, her best friend, is not spending time with her. So I was like, it's okay. I'll just look past this, and I'll still go meet her. So I ended up meeting her one day, and I will not forget this day. I show up with my ex, and we go to a studio that her mother owns, and all I do is walk in. I look at some of the clothing that they sell, and I was like, oh wow, this is really nice. I'm very friendly. I introduce myself, shake her hand, and then all of a sudden, we don't even do anything, and her mom gets really mad and says that I am the devil.
Sorry, baby.
That's okay. So me, like, one of the nicest people I hope anybody has ever met, just freeze, and I don't know what to say, and I'm thinking, is this a joke? Is she just trying to be funny? So I look at her face. Oh, she is not joking. Her face, oh my gosh, her face was just,
oh my gosh.
I was like, oh my gosh. So I turned to my ex. I'm like, did I do something wrong? Am I not supposed to be touching the clothes that they sell? Like, what did I do? And she's like, oh, nothing. She just doesn't like you. But why? What did I do for her not to like me? And, it's one thing to be like, oh, I don't like you, or, something mean, but to say I'm the devil, that's like taking it up, like, to the top,
right?
Or maybe to the bottom, I guess, because I don't know, but it was just such a weird comment to come out of nowhere when I did nothing, to tell me I was the devil and I'm gonna be going to hell because of what I'm doing with her daughter. And
wouldn't that mean that her daughter would be going to hell too?
No, just me.
No, just you.
Just me. Because apparently every decision that her daughter has made was my fault all of a sudden. Every decision, like before I even came into the picture, was my fault. And I'm just this horrible, evil person who's gonna come and do harm, and I better hurry up and turn my life around and figure something out.
Oh no, did she tell you need to find God?
Well, she told me, pretty much, she didn't say it, but that's what she meant, is I just better hurry up and fix myself, because I am the devil himself, or herself, or itself. It's me. And so I didn't know what to say, so I just went really quiet. And ever since that day, I tried so hard to have a good relationship with this mother, and it was a little easier with the father, but it was just so weird because that kept playing in my mind, like, she thinks I'm some evil person.
Wow.
And all I do is try so hard to be friendly and, like, help them out and just be myself, and I just kept playing that in my head every time I saw her. Oh my gosh, she's gonna think the devil's coming into her house, the devil's gonna eat with her. Like, it was just weird. It was probably one of the weirdest meetings of a parent that I've had.
Wow.
Was to be the devil when somebody's never met me before.
And clearly she's never met you, because you're not the devil. You're very sweet, and it's, I don't know. It sounds very unchristian to just claim someone's a devil without knowing them. But what do I know? I'm not Christian, so that's okay. Was that your most interesting experience?
That was probably the most interesting, yes. It was just funny because everybody I told that story to was like, of all people, you were the one they were calling a devil? Like, wow, she really doesn't know you. That's like the furthest thing from it. Like, nobody believed this story. They don't know. What did you do to her?
I didn't believe it either. That's hard to imagine, especially if you didn't do anything. You just said, "Hi, I'm Chubi." Oh, the devil child. That's a little bizarre.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any very interesting stories like that, but I guess my previous ex, she her parents are gay, and when I met them, it was like a freaking interrogation. Every chance they got to ask me a question, they would ask me a question. They got to know me very quickly. They asked me about my parents. They asked how long my parents were together for, how many siblings I have, what my intentions are with their daughter, if I plan on getting married to her, which, by the way, this was the first time that I had met them, and we had only been together for a few months, and they had already asked, "Oh, when are you guys getting married?"
Wow.
Listen, I understand that you guys are lesbians too, but that doesn't happen as often as people think it does. At least not for me, anyway. I mean, we've been on several dates and my stuff is still at my house, so most of it.
Except your shoes.
Except my
Those
shoes.
are at my house.
Well, whatever. But it was very interesting because, her parents were very friendly. They were very nice, and I haven't met parents that don't like me, but I have met parents that question what I do. And when I was with this person, I was in the military at the time, so they asked me, "Oh, well, what if you get deployed? What are you gonna do to help support my daughter?" And all of these really weird questions, and I didn't know how to answer them. It was really awkward. Mm-hmm. So it was like an interrogation, pretty much. I spent a majority of my time answering questions and hoping that I said the right thing so that I could stay, because we had just driven 14 hours to see them. So it was kind of a nerve-wracking trip.
I bet.
But it was okay. Obviously, that relationship didn't work, and now I see why. But yeah, it was very interesting. They were nice people, but I don't know, just being interrogated so quickly about, "Oh, well, when are you guys gonna get married?" Well, we just started dating a couple months ago, so I don't know. And then that was the same question that happened every time after the initial meeting. Every time I would see them, they would keep asking, "Oh, when are you guys getting married? When are you guys getting married? When are you guys getting married?" I definitely felt pressured. And I mean, her stepmom or whatever was really cool, but yeah, it was really awkward. And then what's even more awkward is after we broke up, and I had been single for like a year and a half before Chubi and I got together, and as soon as we did get together, then my ex's mom texted me and like asked how I was doing. Do you remember that?
I remember.
And she said that I told her that I had met somebody and that I was really happy, and she said, "Oh, well, send me a picture because I need to approve it." And I was like, "You need to approve who I'm seeing?" And she said something like, "Yeah, I just have to make sure that all of my kids are taken care of." I was like, "All of your kids? All right. I don't know when I became your child. Your daughter left me, and it's been almost 2 years now, and I'm with somebody else and happy with somebody else, and you have to make sure that your children..." It was very weird. After that, I lost her number.
But we did send her a picture.
We did send her a picture of us together. I don't remember if it was a kissing picture or if it was just a picture of us together being really happy, but we did send a picture and a caption that said "No approval needed," and then I lost her number and haven't heard from her since. It was great. It's very interesting. It's always interesting to meet people's parents for the first time.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've had an interrogation so much as at my first meeting, but I do remember I was dating this guy way back.
Ew.
Oh, I know. Way back when. And we hadn't been together that long, but his parents were very nice. They were very nice. But they would always ask similar questions to that, such as, when are you guys going to get married? Are you guys going to have kids?
Oh, wow.
You're going to let us babysit our grandchildren? Like, weird questions that shouldn't be asked so soon. I was like, we've barely been dating for a few months. This is really weird. I don't know what to say. I don't want to say, oh, that's not happening, because then I don't want him to be like, oh, what's wrong with me? But that's not stuff that I'm thinking about right now. It's just really awkward because I don't know exactly what to say in those situations. Maybe you guys can tell me what you guys say when you're asked questions like that. But it's just weird to be asked questions like that. It's something my grandma always asks. Now that I think about it, anytime I'm dating anybody, those are the first things she asks. Oh, are you getting married? Are you guys gonna move in together? Are you gonna have children? How many children? What are their names?
Oh my gosh.
Just all these questions. And my grandma, we went on our first date yesterday. So our wedding's gonna be next month. We're planning on having 2 children. Grandma, stop. I don't know. It's weird being asked those questions so soon. Yeah, but other than that, I think most times I meet parents, it's pretty smooth. I don't really try not to think about it too much, just because then I get really nervous.
That's kind of what I had to do when I met your parents too.
Yeah, just not think about it, just go for it.
Just go for it. Well, I met her parents on 2 different occasions. I think I met her dad first, and then I met her mom. And of course I was really intimidated. Sorry, there's a bug. I was really intimidated to meet her dad, because that's his baby girl, and then here comes me calling her baby girl, and really intimidating. But it was nice. He's a very nice guy. Him and I actually get along pretty well. We make jokes a lot, so it's really cool. The first time I was very nervous, just like, oh my gosh, this is her dad.
I kind of sprung it on her.
Kind of.
That she was meeting my dad that day.
Kind of. I went to go pick her up from her sister's house after a family event, and then she was like, oh yeah, by the way, my dad's here. And then I was like, okay, that's cool. And then I ended up meeting him, and the closer I got to it, the more nervous I got for a second, but it was okay. And then after that, she's like, oh yeah, by the way, the rest of my family's here too. I was like, oh, all right, cool. So then I got to meet pretty much everyone, and that was fun. And then her mom, I met super early in the morning on Thanksgiving. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I met her. She was very nice. Her family has been very, very welcoming of me, and it's really nice to have that feeling and not be interrogated. Her parents haven't asked me a million questions. You know, they haven't really asked me any questions.